Day 36 from Ottawa, Kansas to Lee Summit, Missouri. Approximately 72 miles. So I'm crossing over from Kansas into Missouri sometime today. It's supposed to be a very wet day today. I've hit a few showers. I got more wet off the road than I did off the shower. Yeah, my feet got a bit wet. So yeah, it's just going to be like that most of the day. I was going to put the wet proof on, but sweat too much, too warm. So unless it gets really heavy, I'll just try and see how it goes. But yeah, I'm just stopped for a drink and I've just done 20 miles. So I'm just under a tree because it's drier. Yeah, Lee Summit is where my warm shower host is tonight. He's giving me a route. So I'm doing 47 miles. I get to the route then for the outer city of Kansas, and then he's giving me a route for about the next 24, 27 miles, which is bike friendly to get to his. 44 miles done. It hasn't stopped raining since last spoke at 20 miles. Yeah, and it's just even more undulating. I nearly fell off on one hill because I just couldn't get a low enough gear, and yeah, that was a bit scary. Last thing I want to do is smash into the ground. After yesterday saying all the green fields and the trees made it feel like England, well, it feels even more like England today with the rain. So yeah, I think I've got something like another 4 miles of this, and then I join the cycle route that the host sent me towards his house. So I still think I'm in Kansas. I still think I haven't seen any sign. That doesn't mean anything because I didn't see a sign when I went from Nevada into Utah into Colorado. I didn't see a sign. So it's always nice if you see a sign, so you know you moved into the next state. Anyway, I'm getting wet stood here. My microphone's packed up. There's a little water in it. 74 miles done. God, these hills just keep on coming. It's just really rolling, undulating, but they aren't half sharp. So I've just seen a 7-Eleven, and 7-Eleven is the only place that does like tea lattes that I found over here, but there's not that many of them over on the west side. So I thought I'd take the opportunity when I've just come up to one now that I thought I'd stop. I've only got 4 miles to do now, but that's been hard work. It's warming up now, the rain stopped. My knees are hurting. It's just because I end up standing up on there with the high gears climbing. End of day 36 from Ottawa to Lee Summit in the suburbs of Kansas City, at 20 miles outside the city. 76, 77 miles, and it was just rolling all the way up and down, up and down. You could see the next 3 climbs in the distance. It just kept going and going and going. It was a wet day as well. So yeah, got it done. Got some of my hosts and they've looked after me really well. Today, because of the weather, decided to take a rest day because I haven't had one for about 20 odd days. So yeah, I had to do some planning because the change of route. So last couple of days have just been day at a time now, trying to plan it right the way to New York. It takes a lot of work because you've got to try and make sure you're stopping in places where you can get motels or camping areas, or most important is somewhere where you've got groceries. So I've been doing that this morning, a bit of a migraine all day as well. And then Mark, my host, dropped me off in Kansas City. It finally stopped raining, but I'm sat down on the banks of the Mississippi, and yeah, hasn't got a lot to look at. Kansas City, it was one of the big cities for the World Cup, but yeah, maybe it's like Manchester on a wet day. I did think it looked a bit like Liverpool actually, the hilly bits and that. But yes, tomorrow I get going again, and I'm getting onto the Katy Trail, which goes for about 200 odd miles over railway line again. See how I get on with my bike on there. And there's a few trails all the way through to Washington, so hopefully it all goes well. And yeah, I've got to, even though it's not far from the city, there's just no transport infrastructure to get. There's 2 buses in the morning at 5:30 and 7 o'clock, and 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock I think in the afternoon, and that's all there is. So I've got to make sure I get on one of those buses to get back. But yeah, nice to have a day off, just doing not a lot. Shame I got a bad head though. Right, I better start heading back into the city.